All right, good morning. This is Tony Odupwe, and I'm glad to be here with you today. I want to really apologize for starting the About Marketplace almost 8 minutes late. My co-host Chiamaka is not here, and so I'm going to be holding brief until she can get here. So it's a beautiful morning, and it's a brand new day on the Urban Marketplace. And hopefully today you're going to learn one or two things to help you improve your personal, family, or company economies, right? So today we want to be talking about owning real estate properties through crowdfunding. Right, I have been telling you guys since we started this show the importance of crowdfunding, and that's what we call the concept of Igwebike. The concept of Igwebike is a very powerful concept that helps you start any business whatsoever, really. Divided we fall, but united we stand. So what this simply means is that you can start any business whatsoever with the crowdfunding model, right? So you can start a company, a manufacturing company, through crowdfunding. This means that where you don't have, let's say you want to start a business and this business will cost about, say, 10 million naira, and you have only 1 million naira, right? So that means you really can start the business. So what would you need to do is just to find like-minded people who have the same amount of money that you have in your bank, bring them together. It could be 10 people, contributing 1 million each, and that's 10 million. And so that way you can start the business and share profit at the end of the day, right? So today I want to tell you or teach you how you can use that concept to own real estate properties. But before I go into that, remember that Apple is the greatest company in the world today, is the most financially viable company in the world today. But Apple did not become what it became until Steve Jobs went public, right? So this means that the money you need to start any project are in the hands of people, and so you need to find those people, and exploit that option. So crowdfunding in real estate is very, very important. Now, I have traveled around the world and I've seen hotel projects, especially in America. I've seen hotel projects, I have seen school projects, I've seen hospital projects, powered on the basis of crowdfunding. And so this is simply a number of people coming together, putting money together and starting, real estate businesses. Now, this is amazing. This is really, really amazing. And I want to teach you how to do that. There are two ways you can do this. Now, you as an individual can actually initiate a project. That means you become the promoter of a project. So this is how it works. You decide, okay, I want to build a hotel. I don't have the money. It's a possibility. You just need to know how. And like I said, crowdfunding is the how. So what you need to do is find a piece of land where you want to build this hotel, right? Find a piece of land in the choice part of the city. Why it has to be a choice part of the city is that this project can't afford to fail, since you're going to be doing it with people's monies, right? So you find a piece of land in a choice part of the city, then you walk up to the owner of the property and make them a proposal. Usually when you find a piece of property in a choice area lying fallow for a very long time, it could mean that the owner doesn't have the money to develop the property, or the property is undergoing some tussles, maybe family squabbles, and they're fighting over the property. So this is what you need to find out. Now, when you find a property like that has a clean slate in the sense that there is no tussle, there's no court case over the piece of land, it belongs to an individual or a family. You draw up a business plan and walk up to them and say, hey, listen, there's a way for us to develop this piece of land and make a lot of money in the process. Then you present the idea to them, and so you tell them, like, for example, I want to do a hotel project on this piece of land. I know you don't have the money, I have some money, but I don't have all the money, right? But I need to get your consent first. Now, if they give their consent, you go ahead to make it formal by drawing up an MOA, a memorandum of it has to be an MOA or an MOU, a memorandum of understanding or memorandum of agreement, stating all the terms and profit sharing of the business, right? Now, when you have drawn up this document and both parties look through it and love it, now you append your signatures on the document. Now, this empowers you to use the piece of land. Now, the next step will be for you to actually draw a proper business plan, right? Now, this business plan is going to be for the purpose of presentation to potential investors. When you drop a very lucrative business plan that states how you're going to develop this project with the funds of people, individual investors coming in to invest, and how you're going to share profit, and what percentage of the profit is going to accrue to them at the end of the day, and the duration of the investment. You put all of this in the business plan. And the next step is, remember, you haven't done this property. And so seeing is believing. A lot of people would not put money or commit money into anything until they have seen. What you have is just a piece of land that you've just agreed, with the owner to develop. What you now need to do is go and do a simulation, a video simulation of what this hotel is going to be. They're professionals, graphic or architectural designers who do this, and they do a proper simulation of the project that you want to do, right? That also means that you have to contract somebody to draw up a plan. Now, on the basis of that, most times the people that draw up the plans are the ones that do the video simulation. So what they're doing is that they're using animation. They are using animation tools to draw up this hotel and make it stand on video, right? On a computer, computer, call them images or videos, whatever, but they draw this up so that you will see every angle of the project. You'll see the different rooms in the project. You see the lobby, you see the reception, you see the car park, you see the bathroom. Every part of this project is actually done in a video simulation, so that any investor can look at it and get a vision of what this project is. Now, after you've done that, then you go a step further to actually build a very powerful website with which you're going to promote this project. So this website will, of course, be the name of the project, will state the name of the project, the location of the project, the name of the hotel, all the investment packages available, and then you begin to promote the project. Now, in this case, you really have to think, where do I sell this project to get the most money? If you live in a city like Enugu, where it's always difficulty to find investors, then you might want to consider selling this idea to potential investors in Abuja, Lagos, Port Harcourt, where there is a lot of money and people are open to these kinds of investment. And of course, you could go outside the shores of Nigeria. I recommend that, as a matter of fact, that you go outside the shores of Nigeria and promote this to Nigerians living overseas who actually have investment power as a result of the strength of the dollar against the naira, right? So this is really how simple it is, to own real estate projects. At the end of the day, you begin to get investors through, the promotion, and then this promotion can be done through digital and social media marketing. You can use Google ads, you can use Instagram, Facebook, you can use, different ads, different kinds of, advertisement technology or platforms to promote this, right? Now, what's going to happen is that people are going to see this when they go to the website. They're able to watch this simulation that's been drawn up, right? And then see, kind of delve right into your vision, because that website carries your vision in the form of video simulation. And these video simulations are so good that people won't even believe they're not done yet. So you look at it and it tells you everything about this project. I just told you how you can use that to build a hotel, but you can also use this to build a block of flats. Right? You can use it to do a school project. You can use it to do a hospital project. But the thing is that you're giving people, opportunity to invest in this project. Now, if you're doing a block of flats or a block of duplexes, what this could be is that you're renting it. But if the plan is to rent it, it has to be put in the business plan that the investor has to read, before they decide if they want to do this project. But if the goal is build and sell, it also has to be in the business plan that your goal is to build this project, sell it, and then, refund the monies, pay the guy that owns the land his own percentage at, of course, the cost of the land, and then his percentage as an investor, because what he's doing is he's investing, the land in the business. And without that land, as a matter of fact, that business wouldn't have taken off, right? Now, all the other investors, you'll let them know that these are the categories of investment, so that for a person that invests 10 million, this is how many percent we'll give, say, for example, we'll give you 15% on return on investment. If you're investing 20 million, we'll give you 30%. You had to grade it down and put all this information on that website, and then begin to heavily, promote this website, right? So this is how you can own a real estate project just through crowdfunding. And it's not just real estate. You can do this with manufacturing. You can do this with industries. We can do this with whatever business you want to do. You can do it on the strength of Igwebike. Like I said, the concept of Igwebike is a very powerful way to do business. But in this part of the world, people are usually very individualistic, and as a result, we're always wondering, if I go into business with this person, is he going to rip me off? Am I going to get my money back? Can I really trust him? Can I work with this person? No, you really have to think about global ways of doing business and then bringing it home, and that way we all can prosper. Now, I also want to say that there are other ways you that are listening to me right now can invest, in real estate. There are established real estate companies, both outside and in Nigeria, who already have done the groundwork and designed the project and have launched it, right? And so all you simply need to do is, instead of initiate your own project as a promoter, you just have to find these organizations and invest in the projects that they have already. I want to give you at least 5 examples of, established projects outside Nigeria that are profitable, and by investing in them, you can also get return on investment. So the first one is what we call CrowdPeer. Right. So with CrowdPeer, you go to the website, you Google CrowdPeer, and then you'll see their platform, right? So you invest and grow your income, right? Now, you can invest anywhere from $100 to $25,000, right? Duration is between 3 months to 21. They have investment duration of 3 months, 21 months, 24 months, right? Now, they're offering an annual interest rate of 12.3%. So that means that whatever you invest, they'll give you annually a 12.3% interest accruing to that investment, right? And so the processes are really simple. It's just to go to their website, register on the website, then add funds. There's a wallet there that you have to credit. You credit your wallet, invest, then track. There's opportunity for you to track the investment, see how good the investment is doing, what is making as the year runs by, so that you know for sure that you have not made a wrong investment. And then, of course, at the end of the day, at the end of a year, you get your profit. So this is a great way. Now, there are other ones that you have to check out too. One is Realty Mogul.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tony.
Yeah, I want to say this. Don't call me and start asking me, Mr. Tony, how 100,000? How can I do this? This is not for everybody, right? These are for people who have charisma, who have status, who have been in business a while, who are believable, right? If nobody knows you, it's going to be difficult. But that is not to limit you, right? You have to work extra hard to get to that point where you can actually promote this kind of huge project where people are required to invest millions and they trust you. But even if you haven't done it before and nobody knows you, but you have a good brain sitting in your head, you can do this. It's all about designing the steps, the stages, and eventually culminating it into a beautiful website that is actually convincing. And the sky is actually your starting point, not just the limit.